So it gives me great joy to start Shri Naamashtakam by Srila Rupa Goswami. I wanted to give this seminar since almost, many years. And initially I had only these shlokas in front of me. I learned them with the translation. But suddenly I found this commentary of Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan translated by Hari Parshad Prabhu. It was good. But then incidentally, this Tika has been very nicely translated by His Grace Vidwan Gauranga Prabhu, the disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, I think so. Very nice devotee. And he has actually literally translated every word of the commentary as well. So the book is available, the soft copy is available, and it is very interesting. In the book he says, copyrights unreserved. He says, in the book, very nice. Anything can be published anywhere from this book. But he says that not for mundane purposes, not for earning money, but very nicely put, copyright unreserved. Something like he was when you have the C for copyright, he's written ulta C, backward C. The copyrights are unreserved. And it's a fact that the acharyas have not reserved the copyrights on any of the shastras they have written. Now with all that, Srila Prabhupada in the 7th canto, I will give the reference also tomorrow. He says that one should feelingly chant these prayers in the glorification of the holy name, just like Ai Muktu Kolair Upasya Manam, which refers to this Namastak. So very clearly Prabhupada is saying that by chanting these prayers in glorification of the holy name, we can become free from the offenses to the holy name. Is it all clear why we are doing it? You know that if we chant offenselessly, we get something very special, which is called love of God. So knowingly, unknowingly, we commit so many offenses to the holy name. So when we chant these prayers, the holy name becomes merciful to us. This is one. Secondly, we will become acquainted with some of the glories of the holy name. And third point, you have to understand that Srila Rupa Goswami is the empowered taster of the holy name. He is the person who is writing this glorification of the holy name. And what is his experience of chanting Hare Krishna? How can I chant Hari Naam, Krishna or Hari or whatever, Govinda, with one tongue? I want billions of tongues. And I want millions of ears. Then I can taste. So we must remember that every word of this ashtaka is very dear to Krishna and the holy name. Are you able to follow? Because this is being spoken by a person who is a supreme taster of the holy name. He is most dear to the holy name. He is a pure chanter of the holy name. So his prayers to the holy name are very dear to the holy name. I give an example, then you will understand. Geet Govind is written by Jayadev Goswami. So now one Muslim person was reciting Geet Govind, and the Lord was behind that person also, because he was reciting the prayers of Jayadev Goswami, which is written by a pure devotee. Every syllable of their prayers is very dear to Krishna. So we'll also, as a rule, after we have discussed, we will chant Namastakam together. So in that we will learn also. Although all the prayers will be sequentially covered, but we'll chant all the prayers. Sri Namastak. So this I'll just chant a Sanskrit. Sri Krishna Namne Namo Namaha Nama Bhase Napi Te Yogi Mrigya Mukti Syad Iti Ahur Amnaya Vachah Tad Vyakhyatre Mahiyam Isha Pradadyah Swasmin Bhaktis Nadhikam Tvat Prayache Bhagwan Nam Stauti Nikhil Iti Adibhi. So you see, this is not the Namastakam, this is the part of the commentary. So now we'll start this. Repeated obeisances unto Shri Krishna's holy name. The statement, you don't have a phone or something? You have to have a phone, and you have to have Hari Katha group. If in case you don't have, because today we cannot show. Okay. Use this one. Okay. The statements of the Vedas affirm that the liberation sought by the yogis can be had even by reflection of your holy name. O Lord, please bestow upon me a propounder of that teaching, devotional service unto yourself. I do not beg anything else from you. So this is a prayer by Srila Rupa Goswami. Note, this prayer teaches us the mode with which to chant the holy names of Lord Krishna. It also indicates the qualification of a genuine chanter. Absolute faith in the teachings of the Vedas that the holy name can easily give the chanter liberation from birth and rebirth. What to speak of lower goals such as dharma, earth, and kama. Srila Rupa Goswami now glorifies the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead with text beginning Nikhila. So, what did we learn in this note from the note? That a person should have faith in the holy name based on his hearing from the Vedas. That this is the easiest process of liberation. That liberation which is sought by yogis for millions of births is very easily given by the holy name to his servant. So do you agree it shows the power of the holy name? So this is the point. Now we'll start that. The explanation of this is given by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. After taking sannyas, Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the moon of Godruma, the incarnation purifying the age of Kali and an ocean of boundless compassion, preached the holy name of Hari all over the world. How did Lord Chaitanya preach the holy name of Hari all over the world? Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur explains it in next, that means in section. Residing in Sri Purushottam Kshetra, the Lord personally distributed the supreme wealth of spiritual life to the residents of Odisha and South India. Now you understand this? He stayed in Puri and he was doing kirtans and he was preaching to them, and also for 6 years he went to South India. So in this way, Lord personally gave the holy name to the people of this area. Fine? Purushottam Kshetra is Jagannath Puri. He granted the authority to reveal the holy name and the truths concerning the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Bengal to Sriman Nityanand Prabhu and Sriman Advaita Prabhu. Now you got this point? The whole theme here being explained here is how Mahaprabhu spread the holy name. So he personally spread the holy name in Puri and South India. And through his empowered representatives, he spread the holy name in West Bengal. Who were the two? Nityanand Prabhu and Sriman Advaita Prabhu. Very good. He sent the Goswamis headed by Sriman Rupa and Sanatan to propagate pure devotional service and the glory of the holy name in the lands to the west of Bengal. To the west of Bengal means Vrindavan area. This means this area. Having obtained the Lord's order, Srila Rupa Goswami, settling in Sridham Vrindavan, preached the pure chanting of the holy name, pure devotional service, and the glory of the holy name. Today I will sing to you those 8 verses on the glory of the holy name that Acharya of the Rasa of the holy name, the best of the Goswamis, composed. Please hear them and experience the glory of the holy name of Sri Hari. You must understand that Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written commentary on each and every Namastakam. So this commentary of Bhakti Vinod Thakur also we're going to read. One commentary is by Srila Baldev Vidya Bhushan Pad and one commentary is by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, which is in Bengali. So both have been translated and we'll be reading it. First the Sanskrit, then the translation, then the translation of Baldev Vidya Bhushan, and then the translation of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. In this way we're going to try to cover all the shlokas. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur has explained how the Lord has spread the holy name in various parts of India. Very small point. If we are giving holy name to someone, the Lord is spreading the holy name through us. This is service. And this is one thing what we have learned is that Mahaprabhu came to distribute holy name. Why? Because this pure chanting of holy name invokes pure love of God within the heart of living entity. Krishna mantra aite swabhav, jai jape Krishna prati upjaye bhav. This is the nature of the holy name, that anyone who chants the holy name purely, he will develop bhav or love towards Krishna. Is it okay? So the purpose of chanting and distributing the holy name is very clear, to make people lover of God. Note, Chaitanya Charitamrita Ante Leela, Chapter 1 describes how Srila Rupa Goswami's position as the Acharya of the Rasa of the holy name was recognized by Lord Chaitanya, Haridas Thakur and other associates when they heard a verse composed by him on the sweetness of holy name. I have not shown here, but I will like to chant this. Ante Leela, Chapter 1, And if you have in your Gita base, then you can open. I think it is the Tunde Tandavali Ritanute Tundavali Labda Shlok. Yes, the same Shlok. Well, I can show on Zoom, but I wanted one devotee to chant after me. How do I do that? I'll tell you how do I do that. This is not difficult. All of you can chant, just you. But I'll share the shloka now. Somehow then my net also is not working. Yes. Give me a second. This is a very nice shloka. And it is chanted in the way we chant 1.1.1. Okay, please check Bhagavad Adhyapan. Can you now see? To get the shloka? Hopefully you are in Bhagavad Adhyapan, not out of it. Got it? Okay. So Abhi Amok Dik Prabhu, chant after me. And devotees here will be shown on Zoom. Can you see? All of you can see? Tunde Tandavani. Okay. So let us read this. Tunde Tandav. Hey, chant after me. मेरे बाद में गई पूरी लाइन गानी होती. तुंडे तांडवनी रतिम वितनुते तुंडावली लब्धये.
तुंडे तांडविनी रतिम वितनुते तुंडावली लब्धये.
कर्णा क्रोडकडम्बिनी घटयते कर्णार्बुदेभ्यः स्पृहाम्.
कर्णक्रोडकडम्बिनी घटयते कर्णार्बुदेभ्यः स्पृहाम्.
चेतः प्राङ्गणसङ्गिनी विजयते सर्वेन्द्रियाणां कृतिम्.
चेता प्राङ्गणसङ्गिनी विजयते सर्वेन्द्रियाणां कृतिम्.
नो जाने जनिता कियाद्भिरमृतैः कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी.
नो जाने जनिता कियाभिधिरमृते.
नो, फिर से बोलिए. नो जाने जनिता कियाद्भिरमृतैः कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी.
नो जाने जनिता कियाद्भिरमृतैः कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी.
I think simply by chanting, you will love this shloka. I don't think you are satisfied by chanting only once. You have some more hunger to chant it more. Let's bring it more. Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye.
Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye.
Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate Karnarbudebhyah Spriham.
Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate कर्णार्बुदेभ्यः स्पृहाम्.
चेतः प्राङ्गणसङ्गिनी विजयते सर्वेन्द्रियाणां कृतिम्.
चेता प्राङ्गणसङ्गिनी विजयते सर्वेन्द्रियाणां कृतिम्.
नो जाने जनिता कियाद्भिरमृतैः कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी.
नो जाने जनिता कियाद्भिरमृतैः कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी.
Okay, switch off this and let us all chant together. Tunde Tandavini Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate Karnarbudebhyah Spriham Chetah Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim No jane janita kiyadbhiramritai Krishneti varnadvai. Let's have a challenge. Let's see who can remember it by tomorrow's class. Even I don't remember the full, but simply by singing, we'll understand. Let us understand the meaning of it. I will just read the translation here. This is Srila Rupa Goswami's spontaneous, hold on my dear devotees, this is his realization, spontaneous experience of the holy name, and that experience is manifesting in the form of his prayers. It's not something what he has heard. It's something which he's experiencing. I'm repeating, this is not something what he has heard. This prayer we are hearing, we are not experiencing. Can you understand? Srila Rupa Goswami, when he has such an experience, will he not get mad to distribute the holy name? And then this glory of the holy name is revealed within the heart of Srila Rupa Goswami by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Are you able to follow this? And then it's amazing that when he realizes these glories, he's expressing the glories of the holy name, the sweetness of the holy name in the form of words. And this will be appreciated by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's a kind of homework for you. Antarila chapter 1, text 99 onwards. This is a meeting, second meeting of Srila Rupa Goswami with the Lord in Puri. So there the Lord is, Srila Rupa Goswami is asked to speak something about the glories of the holy name. So this is what he speaks. He has written a scripture, and from that scripture, this shloka is spoken. So he says, I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When you say I do not know, it does not mean I do not know. He says, I do not know how much. That means there is so much that I do not know. We do not know. We do not know because we don't experience. But he says, I do not know how much. That means he's experiencing so much that he can't explain how much. In here also, if we say rasmalai kaisi hai, how is the rasmalai? I can't explain how much tasty it is. We say like that because we are experiencing. So he's a super taster of the holy name. So he says, has produced the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. Now you see, it appears to dance within the mouth means who dances? Vibration dances or person dances? Person dances. Got it? So he can experience the holy name as a person, Krishna, dancing on his tongue. This is one. Second, then what happens? We then desire many, many mouths because he experiences that kind of happiness. Then, when the name enters the holes of the ears, we desire many millions of ears. Why? Again, so much rasa is experienced in the ears. Let's say 2 ears are not sufficient. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. That means other senses don't want to do anything. Simply they are behind tongue and ear. You chant Hare Krishna and hear Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just like when we have a super feast, we don't want to go anywhere. We simply want to enjoy the feast. Now this was explained by Srila Sachinandan Maharaj. Holy name has everything. What does it mean? We want rasa. Every living entity wants taste. And Krishna's holy name can give us everything that we want in tastes. So I think it's worthwhile to understand and glorify the holy name and see its importance in our life. Have you ever thought what we want is taste? Every second? Yes, because we want happiness. We are by nature Anandamaya, so we want happiness. So whatever happiness and to whatever limit we want can be given by the holy name. This idea itself is very interesting. Whatever happiness which you can imagine or which you cannot imagine can all be given by the holy name. So when this prayer was composed by Srila Rupa Goswami, Mahaprabhu was very pleased. So why I just try to explain a little bit, because see, this prayer shows the adhikar or capacity of Srila Rupa Goswami to glorify the holy name. He is not committing any offense to the holy name. He is Mahaprabhu's confidential associate, and the glories of the holy name are revealed to him fully by the mercy of Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whatever prayers that we are going to hear will be amazing, but they are all true. Is it okay? This is whatever glories you're going to hear will be amazing, and also something which we don't experience. But we must accept them as true because they are coming from Srila Rupa Goswami, who is such an empowered representative of the Supreme Lord. Is it all okay with all the devotees here? So let's chant text number 1. Although I am tempted to discuss this sloka, but then I will not be able to start. You can read please at your own time. So now we'll chant after me. We'll chant it several times so that you learn how to chant it. Every shloka will be chanted in a little different way. Although you can chant it in South Indian tune. Nikhila Shruti Maul Ratnamala Titini Rajat Pad Pankajanta Aimukta Kule Rupasya Manam Paritastvam Harinam Sansrayami. But that flavor is missing, and the devotee has to fix it. This I has to come a little down. So anyhow, the way I heard it is from Nityananda Prabhu. Not Nityanand Prabhu. I mean to say Nityanand Das Prabhuji. Very nicely he has sung. So I learned from there. So I'll chant in that way. Text 1. Nikhil Sruti Mauli Ratnamala Ditini Rajit Pad Pankajanta
निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दुति निराजित पाद पंकजान्त
द्युति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त
द्युति निराजित पाद पंकजान्त
अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि
अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि.
See how the word I is spoken of calling to the holy name Krishna. We'll again chant. निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दिति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त
निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दुति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त
अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि
अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि.
We'll chant the whole thing together. Means I will chant the whole thing and then you chant. निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दिति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि
निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दुति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि.
Stop. Now we'll chant together. निखिल श्रुति मौलि रत्नमाला दिति नीराजित पाद पंकजान्त अयि मुक्त कुलैरुपास्यमानं परितस्त्वां हरिनाम संश्रयामि. Okay. So first we will read the translation and then word for word meaning translation. O Harinam, the tips of the toes of your lotus feet are constantly being worshipped by the glowing radiance emanating from the strings of gems known as the Upanishads, the crown jewel of all the Vedas. You are eternally adored by liberated souls such as Narad and Shukdev. O Harinam, I take complete shelter of you. This is Srila Prabhupada's translation of this verse found in his purport to Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila 4.71, which can be found in its entirety. Okay. Now, let us understand this. Tips of your toes. Okay, look at your feet and see, try to explain what is the tip of your toe. Nails. Got it? And you see if the light hits the nails, there will be some reflection. So you see the tips of the toes of your lotus feet, Krishna's lotus feet. And because Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna, the first prayer, it appears to be for Krishna, but it is for the holy name. Is that okay? They are constantly being worshipped by the glowing radiance emanating from the string of gems known as the Upanishads, the crown jewel of all the Vedas. Now you see, interesting. The Vedas, crown jewel, that means mukut. That means, what do you say? Crown, yeah. The crown which is studded with jewels. So the radiance of the string of gems which are the crown jewels of Vedas is worshipping the tips of the toes of the lotus feet of holy name. So just try to understand. You see, just see Veda as a person. Vedas are person. In Brahmaloka they are actually in the form of personified, like a person. And they are wearing a crown. And that crown jewel is Upanishads. So the Vedas themselves are bowing down to the holy name's lotus feet. Are you able to follow? So when they bow down, the crown jewels, the jewels, the crown jewels, which are on the crown of the Vedas, which is the Upanishads, they are surrendering to the lotus feet of the holy name. And that's why their radiance is worshipping the holy name. Basically the Upanishads and the highest Vedic text is glorifying the holy name. And what is the Praman? Kali Santan Upanishad. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. No, so not this one. What is it? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam, Naam Kali Kalmashanashanam, Natat Parattaropa, Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. Got it? Kali Santarana Upanishad says there is no other greater or effective means. If you try to search the Vedas, there is no better means than this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So in this way I am giving an evidence that Kali Santarana Upanishad is glorifying the Hare Krishna mantra, the holy name of the Lord. This is the most difficult part of this shloka. Are you able to follow this, my dear devotees? Vedas are a person. This is one meaning. Another meaning also will be given. The Vedas are a person. They are wearing a crown. That crown jewel is Upanishads. And the radiance which is coming, the strings of gems, that means the radiance of those gems is worshipping, constantly worshipping the holy name. That means they have no other object of glorification except to glorify the holy name. Constant worship means non-stop worship. Worship means glorification. Glorification means worship. So the Upanishads are constantly glorifying the holy name. They have no other business except to glorify the holy name. That means the conclusion of that's why it is said that if you chant Hari, if you are chanting Hari, there is no need to chant Vedas. The crown jewel of Vedas is worshipping the word Hari. So if you are chanting Hari, why we need to read, why we have to study the Vedas? Is it followed by everyone? Is it getting too complicated? The Vedas, not the Vedas, the crown jewel of Vedas, Upanishads, they are worshipping the holy name. Is it okay? So a person who is chanting Hare Krishna mantra, why he has to study the Vedas? He is already serving the master. who is the master of Upanishad also. Now you understand what great kripa has been given to us. And don't ask why. Don't ask why. Why is because we are fallen, we are patit, and Mahaprabhu is patit pavan. That's why. Many times people say that holy name is not mentioned everywhere. Why should it be mentioned everywhere? It's the highest sadhana and it is the most secret sadhana. It will come also further and further. That one example can be there. The liberation which is not achieved in millions of births is simply achieved by namabhas, a glimpse of reflection of the holy name, which will also come in the further shlokas. So this is the hard part. Then you are eternally adored by liberated souls. That will be easy. That we'll see in the shloka. Nikhil Shruti. Nikhil means all. Shruti means Veda. Mauli means crown. Mauli. Ratnamala. You can say string of gems, not garland, string of gems. Dyuti, shining, radiance. Nirajit, Nirajit means worshipped. Nirajit Pad Pankaj Anta. Pad means feet, Pankaj means lotus, and Ant means end. The tips of the toes of your lotus feet. So is this first line very clear? Nikhil Shruti Mauli Ratna Mala. All the Shrutis, all the Vedas, their Mauli Ratna Mala. The gems which are there, the string of gems which are there on the crown of all the Shrutis, which is the Upanishads. Basically, the first line means Upanishads. The glowing radiance of those gems, that means the Upanishad, is Nirajita. It is worshipping the Pad Pankajanta, the tip of the toes or feet of the Supreme Lord. So first itself, you see this first four shlokas express the power of the holy name. Do you agree? Aishwarya, power means Aishwarya. Aishwarya and Madhurya will be explained. The first four shlokas will explain Aishwarya and the last four shlokas will explain the Madhurya. Madhurya means sweetness. Aishwarya means power. Do you agree that this first line explains the power of the holy name? What is the power of the holy name? That the Upanishads are constantly worshipping the tip of the feet of the holy name. Now, next part. I means O. Very simple. Is it okay? This is all understood. I don't have to read the word meaning. I means O. A. Say here. A means calling out. Mukt kulaihi. Mukt means liberated and kul means family. By liberated souls such as Narad and Shukdev, and Upasimana means you are eternally adored. So if you look at the Sanskrit, Ai Mukta Kulair Upasimanam. Oh, holy name. You are being constantly worshipped by Mukta Kulair, liberated souls who are free from the modes of material nature. And this is very interesting. Prabhupada explains elsewhere in his purport that actually the holy name can be worshipped by liberated souls. You understand? They are free from the effects of modes of material nature, then actually we can chant. Then we say we will make our face, but we are not liberated. Then Prabhupada goes further to say, but for conditioned souls, this is the best way of liberation, easiest process of liberation. So both in liberated as well as liberation, both in pre-liberated stage and post-liberated stage, holy name is to be worshipped. Liberation के साथ भी और liberation के बाद भी. Say like that, okay? Are you able to follow? We are not serving the holy name in a way which is called time pass devotional service. That till we become liberated, we are chanting. After liberation, we'll become silent. Nothing to speak. Srila Rupa Goswami, as we have just now heard, is a liberated Acharya and he has a fuller experience or full experience of the holy name. So even after liberation, we are going to worship the Supreme Lord in the form of His holy name. Basically, actual chanting happens after liberation. Actual tasting of the holy name is happening after liberation. We are trying to chant the holy name, which is very, very nice. But actual chanting, where you say, why 16, why not 16,000? That is real chanting. Real means real experience of chanting. So we are going for that. So this again, this line itself should say, oh, I am so conditioned and still the Lord is coming on my tongue. Ai mukta kulairupasyamanam paritastvam harinam sansrayami. Can you see the sense of humility here? That, oh Harinam, you are being worshipped by liberated soul. I am a conditioned soul. You please I take shelter of you. You make me liberated also. You make me qualified to serve you. Can you hear this? Paritaha. Paritaha means completely. Tvam harinam sansrayami. I know I commit so many offenses. I'm a conditioned soul. What can I do? You are actually being worshipped by great people. What can I do? If you remember from Kunti Maharani's prayer, she was praying in the same way. Tatha paramahansanam muninam amalatmanam Bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyemahi striya. Oh my dear Lord, you are coming here to deliver even the Atma Ramas. But I am only a woman. How can I glorify you? She is glorifying. But he says, how can I glorify you? This is a mood of humility. Can you see it? So are you able to follow these first 4 lines? Because if you understand the meanings, when you sing it, the meanings will come in your heart. And you will see once you have heard, and if you keep on singing, the meaning will become more and more manifested in your heart. This is very, very nice. Have you not experienced? We are nothing. But suppose we become angry with someone, and still he comes and pacifies us. Oh, we are so nice, and this and that. Okay. Is it not? Now, holy name is anyhow unlimitedly merciful. So knowingly, unknowingly, we may commit so many offenses. But if we keep on chanting like this, and if we keep chanting with some understanding, then you'll see so nice. This I've seen so many times. Whenever we hear the glories of some process or person, our faith will increase. So how Srila Rupa Goswami is very humbly praying to the holy name. Mukt ai mukta kulairupasyamanam paritastvam harinam sansrayami. So after understanding this, let us chant one time more and see if we have some different experience of this chanting. Nikhil Sruti Mauli Ratnamala Diti Nirajit Pad Pankajanta Ai Mukta Kulairupasyamanam Paritastvam Harinam Sansrayami. So you can remember Naradji is worshipping Narad Muni Bajai Veena Radhika Raman Name. So he's playing his Veena and just chanting the names of Krishna like this. Even Shivji is worshipping. Shukdev Goswami. Yamraj he participated in one of the kirtans of Mahaprabhu and he actually fainted. when he saw the deliverance of Jagai Madhai, he fainted like this. Okay. So are you all able to understand what we are discussing, my dear Zoom devotees? Fine. So we'll give license for questions to some more co-hosts once their videos are on. I hope you are becoming enthusiastic to learn this. This is very nice, very nice. Commentary by Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan Pad. O holy name of Hari, I take full shelter of all of you in every way. All chief Shrutis refers to the Upanishads. They are themselves the jewels. Is it okay? Nikhil Shruti Mauli Ratnamala. Shruti Mauli, the crown jewel, crown Shrutis are the Upanishads, the primary, and they themselves are jewels. They refers to the Upanishads which are themselves the jewels of the Shrutis. Are you able to follow? The crown, the highest way the Shruti is the Upanishads, and they themselves are the gems. That's what is being mentioned here. O holy name, the tips of whose lotus feet in the form of the nails of your lotus feet are worshipped by their radiances. This is clear? Pad pankaj anta. Anta means end. The end of the lotus feet. The end of the lotus feet is the tips. Now it's very interesting, we forgot this point. Only the tips are being worshipped, not even the full lotus feet. You got the point? It's not that they are able to worship or glorify the holy name fully. In the shloka, I'm forgetting around now, but it's mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Ratri din naam liya khai te sui te tahar mahima ved na kahe parite. I remember somehow that. Ratri din naam liya khai te sui te tahar mahima ved na kahe parite. A person who is chanting the holy name of Krishna day and night, eating, sleeping in any way, then that person's glories cannot be explained by Vedas. Are you hearing? That person who is chanting Hare Krishna mantra day and night, that person's glories cannot be spoken by Vedas. So how can the Vedas explain the full glories of the holy name? Are you able to catch? That's why I said the tips of the toes of your lotus feet. Not that the whole lotus feet is being worshipped. Just a little bit of your glories is being understood by the Vedas. Nobody can fully glorify the holy name because holy name is Krishna. We are not saying that nobody can glorify the holy name. Nobody can fully glorify the holy name because he is unlimited. O holy name, the tips of whose lotus feet in the form of the nails of your lotus feet are worshipped by their radiances. Their radiances means the radiances of the jewels of the Shrutis, that is the Upanishads. Now you can understand that the radiance has a sense of expansion and illumination. Radiance, illumination. So what I understand from this is that the Upanishads are glorifying the holy name in the form of giving knowledge about the holy name. Just like this Kali Santan Upanishad, that this Hare Krishna mantra is the only means by which the evils of Kali will be destroyed. And there is no other way, there is no other way in the whole Vedas superior to this. So can you understand that Kali Santan Upanishad is very emphatically glorifying that there is no other process in the Vedas superior to chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Before we go forward, I give an example. Our one devotee is here who is giving this acupressure treatment, everything to many devotees. Very good, very nicely is doing. And suddenly our temple president had come. So now his treatment will be different or not? Understanding that he is the temple president, he obviously will give more attention to that person. Understanding that his position. And suppose Prime Minister had come. so now you understand. And if I don't know, now one interesting thing happened. Prabhuji was sitting here and that devotee left to attend to some other people, some other guest. Then I became very angry. Arey Baba, you know he's our temple president. You have to understand. He's an important person in our temple. You cannot just leave him like this. Are you able to follow? Now he being new was not knowing, which is more important. So now when we hear, oh, Krishna, the holy name of Krishna is being worshipped by the Upanishads. Now maybe we are not able to digest even that. Then you see how much will be able, or how much will be eager to serve the holy name. How much more eager we will be to attach importance to the holy name. And how much more eager we will be to develop a relationship with the holy name. If a person is most powerful, most merciful, most sweet, and you have a good relationship with him, we will be very, very happy. What do you think, my dear devotees? We would like to definitely do everything to please him. Just like our Prabhu was there, Temple President Prabhu was there. He's also proper disciple, very senior devotee. So we were trying to make him comfortable in whichever way possible while he was here in the classroom. Under him only I am serving, is it not? He's our leader, he's our whatever superior, he's coming, so we have to give him nice treatment. Are you able to follow what I'm trying to say? We were being personal. If he was just sitting and nobody was caring for him, he will say, what is this? They called me. Actually, I called him. Prabhu, you please come. You see, you stand on this massage machine and this and that. I called him, and if I would have neglected, this would not be good. Are you able to follow what I'm trying to say? So now when we hear, oh, Krishna's holy name is being worshipped by Upanishads, and I am getting an opportunity to worship him in whatever capacity, then I must put my best effort at least. What do you think? We will not remain the same person if we actually regularly hear the glories of the holy name. Suppose, unless it's an emergency, you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra. We are chanting and we take a phone call. That means that person must be worshipped by something higher than the Upanishads. That's what you're saying. On the right hand side, in the right hand, the phone is there with the holy name. You're connected with Radha Krishna. On the other hand, is someone who's definitely not being worshipped by Upanishads. Is it fine? And that's why we have to, at least a regular round should be chanted in the morning, where anyone who's not being worshipped by Upanishads does not disturb our meeting with the person who's being worshipped by Upanishads. Is my language too difficult to understand? Okay, but come on, bro. You are too simple. We can understand every word. We even know what you're going to speak next. What is it not? We are too intelligent. But you are getting this point. Unlimited mercy, boundless mercy. Okay, we'll go forward. 15 minutes. Okay, so this radiance is the Upanishads of the Shrutis. This should be understood in terms of the Asha. So now you say, no, but the Upanishads are glorifying Krishna, not the holy name. So this prayer is Namastakam, but it appears that it's being addressed to a person. Do you agree? Ai muktu kulairu pasmanam, and the tips of the toes of your lotus feet. Holy names, tips of the toes. It appears you are talking about Krishna. Yes, we are talking about Krishna, because Krishna and name is not different. It's not simultaneously one and non-different. It is non-different. The energy is simultaneously different and non-different. But the holy name is not non-different and different. Holy name is non-different. Holy name is Krishna. Mantra murtim amurtikam. The Lord doesn't have a material form, amurti. But his murti's form is the mantra. The mantra is Krishna, not non-different from Krishna. Not simultaneously different and non-different. It is Krishna. Is it all right, my dear devotees? It's not achinta bheda bhed. There is no bhed. There is no bhed. There is no bhed. Krishna's name is Krishna. If we commit, if we chant purely, we don't commit offenses, it will be revealed, it can be experienced by us. And sometimes devotees experience that we don't want to stop chanting. Sometimes Krishna kind of gives a little bit mercy to, he becomes merciful to the conditioned souls like us, and gives little bit some khushbu. What is this? All of us have experienced that. Wow, what is this? And this we cannot achieve by our efforts. Krishna just gives on his own. Little bit, not too much. And that's why, one more thing. Muktu kulair means they have no need for anything from this world. And still they are worshipping Krishna. Krishna's holy name. That means they are getting a rasa which is transcendental to the material world. That's why they are worshipping. So the holy name is non-different from Krishna, and that's why the glorification appears to be of Krishna, but it is of the holy name. Following? This should be understood in terms of the non-difference of the holy name and the person referred to by the holy name. Others understand. Okay, this is one meaning. What is the other meaning? Others understand this to mean, O holy name, the tips of whose lotus feet are worshipped by the radiances of jewels which are on the heads of all personified Vedas. So one is that the Upanishad itself are the jewels and they are worshipping Krishna. Other is that the Vedas and the personified form are wearing wearing a crown, and the jewels which are there on the crown of the Vedas are worshipping the holy name. a little different. In accordance with the Smriti text, wherein recite the personified Vedas. What does it mean? It means that Vedas are actually in the personified form staying in Brahmaloka. That you will discuss very soon in maybe 12 years. 12 years down the line, we will discuss 10th canto, 87th chapter. Hopefully, we'll all live by that time. And I don't know if any one of you have read this whole chapter ever in your life, and from even Krishna book. It is so long. Every time I try to study, maybe after 4 or 5 pages, I just stop. It's too long. Maybe next time. And after this, so many years have passed. So after all those years, when we somehow or other in this life reach 10.87, then it is called Prayers of Personified Vedas. We will not even understand the question on which the whole chapter is based. But it's very interesting. We will, whenever we're going to reach there, we'll discuss it. So the point which is being mentioned here is that in Brahmaloka, the Vedas are staying in personified form. Just like I am like a person, so the Vedas are not actually book. So they are actually in the form of Shrutis and Upanishads, then they have a conversation. You can, if you have time, you can read in Srimad Bhagavatam. They actually talk. So, there the Vedas are staying in personified form, and they are worshipping by the jewels of their heads. They are worshipping the holy name. Fine. The original text has Nikhila Shruti Mauli. The word Mauli can mean either chief or head. Correspondingly, Nikhila Shruti Mauli can mean chief Shrutis or heads of the personified Shrutis. So if you take the meaning chief Shruti, what does it mean? The Upanishads. They themselves are gems and they are glorifying the holy name. The tips of the tongue, the tips of the toes of the holy name. And if you take the head of the personified Shrutis, means the Shrutis are a person and by their heads they are bowing down to the lotus feet of the holy name. Fine. The previous sentence paraphrased the text in terms of the first meaning, which we took, that the Upanishads are the crown jewels of the Vedas, the highest of the, and they themselves are jewels. This sentence paraphrases the text in terms of the second meaning. So it means the heads of the personified Shrutis. The Smriti text wherein recite the personified Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam 11:17.5. That is a reference to Srimad Bhagavatam. What I was referring to is that the Vedas are staying in Brahmaloka as personified form, and 11.17.5 is giving reference to that. And the Shrutis are the ones such as all the Vedas glorify whose position in hymns. Actually, the Sanskrit should have been added here, then it would have been clear more, but it's okay. In the coming shlokas, you please include that. Any Sanskrit, this is a Sanskrit commentary. In the commentary, he has quoted a shloka, and that has the translation of it has been put here. All the Vedas glorify whose position in hymns. What does it mean? It means that all the Vedas are glorifying the position of Lord Krishna in various hymns, various shlokas or various hymns. What is there? We sing in Bhagavatam. Veday Sangha Pada Kramopanishadair Gayantiyam Samagaha. The glories of Krishna are being sung by the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Purana, etc. in various verses. Same point is mentioned. The implied meaning is that they do so having established his position as their final intent of description as the highest goal of human existence. What does it mean? That means the Upanishads say this: there is nothing higher than us. There is nothing higher than the holy name for us to glorify. This is the highest point of glorification. That is being mentioned. Is it okay? I take full shelter of you. But, that means the Srila Rupa Goswami is telling. But what is your nature? He states that you are worshipped even by the liberated soul. So, if holy name asks, why are you taking shelter of me? Then he says, oh, you are giving shelter even to the liberated souls. So what to talk of me? Okay. It appears that the version of Namastakam commented by Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu had an api instead of I. You please look at the Sanskrit. Then I'll explain. You see, instead of I, if you say api, Api muktu kulairupasyamanam. So then meaning will change a little bit, that you are being worshipped even by liberated souls. So there's a part Bhed and little bit main. Part Bhed means another version of the shloka. So that has a little meaning different to it, but it's not much difference. Okay. So we go forward. Where we are? Yes. He sings this Sama hymn, appears in Taittiriya Upanishads. Note given here. Oh, no, sorry. I'm sorry. 21. He states this on the basis of Shruti and Smriti texts such as, he sings this Sama hymn, glorification of Lord's activities sung by those released from material thirst. O King, this constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord after the ways of the great authorities is the doubtless and fearless way of success for all, including those who are free from all material desires, those who are desirous of all material enjoyment, and also those who are self-satisfied by dint of transcendental knowledge or yogis. You see, these shlokas, this section of the commentaries explains that those who are free from material thirst, Nivrita Tarshair Upagiyamana. The shloka should have been given here. It's a very little mistake here. Nivrita Tarshair Upagiyamana Bhavaushadi Shotra Manobhiramat. A person, Nivrita Tarshair, those people whose heart is free from the thirst for material enjoyment, they also sing the glories of Krishna. So, quoting those, giving that can say comments, giving those proofs from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan explains that Rupa Goswami is saying, Ai muktu kulair upasyamanam. That means who have been liberated from this thirst of material enjoyment, they are also constantly worshipping the holy name. That is why this commentary says like this. You are not able to understand, I am sure, because the Sanskrit has not been given. It should have been given. So my dear editors, please make a note of it. We must have a Sanskrit there, and then we can show the translation. Then I can explain more clearly. And actually, if there's a shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, you should put it fully as it is so that we can read it and then devotees can understand. Because I know if you don't look at the shloka, you can't understand what I'm trying to say. This shloka has been spoken by Parishit Maharaj. And I can only explain it when it is there. So we'll stop here. I'll take this section again. I'll prepare the notes properly. We'll take it tomorrow. This I don't want to go very fast. So we learned something today, and hopefully you understand a little bit, and we go forward tomorrow. Any questions? Yes, Prabhu. Liberation. What is liberation? See, liberation means liberation from avidya. The avidya potency of the Lord is covering our swarupa and is blocking our access to the taste of devotional service, or the taste which one gets by serving Krishna. So basically, really liberation means liberation from ignorance. Otherwise, our love for the Lord is ever flowing and constant. It's very simple. Sometimes, just like when we have taste for food. So even while watching TV, you can eat and have taste for it. It's called natural taste. Do you agree? So in that way, the living entity is qualified for natural taste for chanting or other process of devotional service as well. But because of avidya, it becomes inhibited. So actual liberation means becoming liberated from avidya. So then we can taste the holy name. Isn't it? But it's not that you do something else. You chant Hare Krishna mantra, the Hari Naam itself will destroy avidya. Okay, so everyone is hopefully satisfied. We'll stop here.